One of the most wanted features in Pokemon Go is finally coming. I'm of course talking about remote trading, and the way that Niantic has it set up is actually quite interesting. I'm going to be talking about all of this in today's video. Let's get right into it. Alright, what's happening everyone? Jinsula here with a brand new Pokemon Go video. I hope your day is going really well, and let's get right into it. So, Niantic has finally made the official announcement regarding remote trading. This is something that was teased through basically data mined info for the past few months, and we knew that it was coming, but we just did not know how it would actually work. Well, now we have all of the official details. It looks like remote trading is going to be tied to a new friendship level, which is definitely going to be something that players will want to get. So here is what Niantic posted on their website regarding remote trades, as well as this new friendship system. So, trade remotely with your forever friends. I'm assuming that's going to be the name of the new friendship level, and I really do not know how much is going to be required for you to hit forever friends, but maybe we'll find out. So, the forever friends and remote trade feature are entering a phased rollout starting on Monday, December 8th at 2025 Pacific Standard Time. Oh wow, so this is actually available for a lot of people already, beginning with New Zealand. So if you're in New Zealand and you've already started to test out the new friendship level, definitely share all the details of how it's been. We'll share more information about when these features will be made available globally at a later date. So eventually we're gonna all be able to do remote trades, become forever friends, all that good stuff. So probably what's best right now is that you get on your opening and sending gifts, doing all the friendship levels right now, because you will definitely want to get a head start on becoming forever friends with some of the people on your friends list, especially those that you play with all the time. Alright, so let's see what they say. Trainers, get ready to level up your Pokemon Go friendships. Everyone can work towards the newest level of friendship, forever friends. When you become forever friends, you'll be awarded with a remote trade, which you can use to trade Pokemon with that friend from anywhere. So I don't know if this is going to be something you could always do as a forever friend, or if it's only going to be a one-time thing. If it's just a one-time thing, that would be pretty lame. I'm assuming what they would do is give you a free remote trade, and then later you would have to pay for more remote trades. Let's hope that's not the case, but let's continue reading. So together, trainers can now reach a new friendship level, forever friends. This new higher friendship level above best friends offers rewards and experience along with 2 new perks. When you become forever friends with a For trainer, you'll get to make a remote trade with each other. You can keep engaging with your forever friends to earn friendship points. Earning more friendship points nets you rewards, including XP and additional remote trades. But take note, trainers can only have 1 remote trade available with each forever friend. So consider making that trade before you get enough friendship points to earn another. Okay, so you don't have to pay for it, but this is actually pretty big because, you know, sometimes with in-game events, you have different bonuses that will increase your friendship level. Suddenly, those bonuses became extremely relevant because if you already reach forever friends, you can unlock another remote trade by continuing to increase your friendship level with them. You'll still be at forever friends, but I'm assuming you will need to hit a certain threshold of friendship points in order to get another remote trade. Pretty cool. And you also get experience along the way. Pretty cool stuff. I like this already so far. All right, friendship points. Friendship points are the new way to track your friendship progression with other trainers. It's looking like it's different from what it already is because right now we already have a friendship point system. But anyway, trainers can earn up to 1 friendship point per day with each friend by battling together, trading, sending gifts, or completing other interactions. Yeah, this is pretty much what we already have. Trainers can also earn additional friendship points by completing weekly challenges together. Yeah, this is all already how it is in the game. All right, let's talk about remote trades. To get ready for your first remote trade, you'll be asked to use a special remote trade tag to mark the Pokemon that you would be willing to trade with your forever friends. Oh, that's interesting. So it's kind of like, almost like you don't actually have to talk to your friend. I think this was already something people knew from data mined info, that you kind of tag a Pokemon that you want to trade out to a friend with, you know, remote trades. And then maybe it's kind of like, they will see you with that Pokemon tagged, and if they want that Pokemon, they probably will give you an offer, I guess. We'll see. Once you become forever friends with someone, you'll each be able to see the Pokemon, that the other person has marked with the remote trade tag, and these are the Pokemon that they are willing to trade. To kick off a remote trade, each trainer takes turns selecting up to 3 of their friends' tagged Pokemon that they would be happy to receive. These wish lists are sent to the other trainer. Each trainer selects one of the requested Pokemon to offer to the other. Wow, very interesting. So it's not like you pick one at a time, you can pick up to 3, and it's up to the person giving the Pokemon to select the Pokemon that you would receive. I don't know about that. That could definitely provide some grief, but we'll see. Both trainers then review the final offerings and have the chance to confirm or cancel. Throughout the remote trade process, either trainer has the option to decline the current request and start the process over. If you're lucky, friends, your next trade will be lucky, even if it is remote. That's probably something that was a given, but I'm sure some people were wondering if that was going to be the case. Turns out it is. The following Pokemon cannot be included in remote trades. Alright, so we got some restrictions. Pokemon caught in the last 30 days. Interesting restriction, but I could totally see why. I'm pretty sure this is because there are probably going to be ways that players will be abusing this new system, and to have this one restriction is probably to mitigate that, and it totally makes sense. Previously traded Pokemon. Obviously, you can't trade Pokemon that's already been traded, but it says previously traded Pokemon, so I'm wondering if Pokemon that have been traded way in the past are now eligible for remote trades. We'll see. Shadow Pokemon, Mythical Pokemon, Pokemon defending gyms or power spots, Pokemon currently set as your buddy, actively Mega Evolved Pokemon, Fused Pokemon, Crown Sword Zacian and Crown Shield Zamazenta, and Pokemon placed at Pokemon Playgrounds. Alright, so most of this stuff is pretty standard when it comes to just regular trades, but the ones that are very interesting to me is actually these right here. Fused Pokemon and Crown Sword Zacian and Crown Shield Zamazenta. You can't trade them. And that was actually something that some players were doing, that if you do not have the fused form of a particular Pokemon, you could get it through a trade, I believe. I don't know if they fixed that, but yeah, the same goes for Crown Sword Zacian and Crown Shield Zamazenta. So you could bypass the energy requirements, the fusion energy requirements, by getting it through a trade. I believe that's how it worked. I could be completely wrong. All right, so what else do they have here? Weekly challenges. Weekly challenges allow you to team up with up to 3 other trainers from your friends list, no matter where they are, to take on a group challenge each week. You can earn rewards, including experience and additional friendship points. Yeah, this is something that's currently already in the game. It was recently released. They're just kind of adding it here so that you have the info for how you could increase your friendship levels. Additional updates. The max number of friends is being increased from 450 to 650 over the next several weeks by increments of 50. Personally, I like this one because my friends list is starting to fill up. I think once I opened up my Patreon supporters to be on my friends list, that's when I started to hit that limit, so I'm really glad about this. Now I'll be able to add more people. Timed research. There will be a free timed research opportunity available to trainers starting Monday, December 15 to Monday, December 29th. Complete the timed research to encounter a scatterbug. Timed research tasks will also award experience, Stardust, and more. I don't necessarily know if this means this is actually the official date for the global rollout. It seems like that's what they're hinting at, considering that this timed research is specifically starting on this date, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm assuming that's probably the plan, but if there's some very bad bugs that New Zealand players discover, it might delay that a little bit. But we could kind of expect, I feel like this is a big hint, that we will be getting a global rollout of this new feature on Monday, December 15th. Don't quote me on that, it's just speculation, but based on this right here, I think that is something we can expect. So yeah, pretty cool. So yeah, I'm personally really excited about this. I think having the new friendship level is already in and of itself pretty cool, mainly because for a lot of players, getting higher friendship levels definitely adds a lot of value to some of the community aspects of the game. I mean, even for myself, like, there is a bit of a satisfaction to getting the best friendship level with some of my friends, and I think for them to include this new Forever Friends thing, it's all really cool. But the very fact that you could do remote trading after hitting Forever Friends, that makes it even more special. It gives you an even higher incentive to do it. I mean, I have so many people on my friends list who are at best friends. Some of them are actually lucky friends, but I can't actually engage in any trades with them because they live so far away. Some of them are in faraway places like South Korea. Some people are even in New Zealand. And there's a lot of other people who are in, I guess, like other countries like European countries, and people who are even in South America or even in other parts of the United States that I would hardly ever visit. Like, it's going to be really difficult to ever actually get some of these trades done. But now with this new friendship system and the ability to do remote trades, it's now looking to be all possible, and I really enjoy that. So yeah, this is really cool. I'm really happy about this, and I think for a lot of people in the Pokemon Go community, this is going to be one of the biggest announcements that Niantic has ever done. Seriously, it really feels like 2025 was probably one of the best years for Pokemon Go, and I will stand on that hill. But in any case, that's going to be it for this video. Definitely share your thoughts regarding this down below. Are you excited to be able to do remote trades? What are your thoughts regarding this new friendship level? Do you feel like this was the right way to go about it? Definitely share those thoughts, and let's have a great discussion. And thank you so much for making it all the way to the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if it's your first time here, and also don't forget that notification bell so you know exactly when I upload videos. And real quick, let me give a shout out to every single one of my patrons on Patreon. You make this channel content possible. If you want to support the Jinsula channel, the best way you can do that is going to be by becoming a paid Patreon member. And if you decide to do that, I'm going to add you to my Pokemon Go friends list. And that means for stuff like remote raids, the friendship system, opening and sending gifts, the weekly challenges, and then of course with this new remote trading functionality. If any of that interests you, then make sure you go and check out my Patreon. I'll put a link to it in the description below. And another way you could support my channel is of course by joining my social media pages. If you're on any of the social media platforms that you're going to see on the bottom of your screen, you could look for @Jinsula. That's going to be me. Make sure you give me a follow, and you'll have access to some exclusive content that I'm only putting up on my social media pages, and you'll be able to keep up with my daily life outside of Pokemon Go. And one more thing before I end this video, I actually opened up an Etsy store, and that means if you want some custom merch made by me, then make sure you go and check it out. I'll put a link to it in the description below. I basically make a lot of custom K-pop merch, so if that is something that interests you, or considering that Christmas is around the corner and you want to get yourself a very unique gift for a friend or a loved one, then definitely go and check it out. And yeah, with that said, that's going to be it for this video. I'm Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, love yourself today, and I'll catch you in the next one.